So one of the things I enjoy seeing, whether it's from my favorite filmmakers or video creators, is behind the scenes stuff. I really enjoy seeing how something goes from an idea to a reality. So today I thought I'd show you how I made this video. Last year I was commissioned by the Autistic Self Advocacy Network to make a video called Welcome to the Autistic Community. On the organization's website they have a bunch of resources that would help autistic individuals understand themselves better and navigate the world as an autistic person. One of these resources is a 40-page manual that teaches you what autism is and tells you what kind of services are out there for autistic individuals. The Autistic Self Advocacy Network asked me to turn this 40-page manual into a 5 to 10 minute animated video. Now I was in school at the time, so I wasn't going to have the time to turn this entire manual into a video on my own. So I asked some friends for help. My friend Greg created the graphics and my friend Holly did some of the animation. My job was to script it and also do some of the animation. Before we even started making the video, there were a ton of emails going back and forth between my team and the Autistic Self Advocacy Network, trying to figure out things like the tone of the video, what was the look of it, who was going to do the voiceover, things like that. Once we had a clear idea of their vision, I got to work on adapting the 40-page manual into a 5-minute video. The first draft of the script was 10 minutes long, so I had to cut out a lot of stuff and just trust that the visuals would be enough to communicate the ideas without the accompanying speech. Then we sent off the script to our voiceover talent to record the audio, while I focused on storyboarding. Storyboarding is by far my favorite part of the process. I love visualizing shots and thinking about how one shot transitions into the next. As I was storyboarding, I set up a bunch of Google Drive folders. We had a folder for graphics and a folder for preliminary animations, so as I was churning out storyboards, I was sending them off to Greg, where he was creating graphics and putting them into the folders, and in the meantime, Holly was creating the animations based on those graphics. There was never really a clear storyboarding phase, graphic design phase, and animation phase like you would expect. As I was creating the first part of the storyboards, Greg was creating the first part of the graphics, and Holly was animating those parts. And then as we were sending them down the line, I was creating the second storyboards, and he was doing the second graphics, and she was doing the second animations, and so it was always this complete cycle of things going on, because we were under a time crunch. Once we were done with early animations, we would send them off to the Autistic Self Advocacy Network, where they could review them and give us feedback, and then we'd adjust the animations based on their feedback. And then finally the video was done, and we put it out into the world, and it's gotten a really great reception, and seems to be helping a lot of people. It's something I'm really proud of. I got to help out a nonprofit, and I got to practice my skills in the process, both technical and people skills. If you'd like to see the finished product, I will link it here and also on the end screen. So that's how I made that video. But now I want to know, is this behind the scenes stuff interesting to you? If so, let me know down below. Day 8 of VEDA, done. 22 more of these to go. We made it through a whole week, guys. A whole week. High five.